Have you ever wondered how Pokemon Go places Pokestops? Well, in this video, I'll show you how Niantic utilizes S2 cells to place Pokestops, gyms, where Pokemon spawn, and more. But first, what are S2 cells? S2 cells are used by developers to change Earth's 3D form into a 2D form so they can use it to code things using the real world. There are 30 different levels of S2 cells ranging from 1 to 30. The lower the level of the cell, the bigger the cell is. Google uses them in Google Maps to index geographical locations and help Google Maps more efficiently search for locations. Now, back to Pokemon Go. As far as the players know, Niantic uses 9 different levels of cells. Keep in mind, depending on when you watch this video, this could have changed. If any new information comes out, I'll put it in the pinned comment. I'll be going from the largest cell to the smallest cells. Additionally, I'll be putting each cell level over Pier 39, which is a famous pier in San Francisco, California, just so you can get an idea for the size of the cell. But if you want to see the size of the cell compared to the area you live in, I'll leave a link to the website I used down below in the description, which was created by Sidewalk Labs. And with that out of the way, let's hop into what each S2 cell does in Pokemon Go. Level 6 cells have 2 known uses in Pokemon Go. They geoblock areas like China where someone has actually found the cell line where it is blocked. This just means that no Pokemon are able to spawn and no Pokestops and gyms can be located inside a geoblocked area like China. Level 6 cells also determine where legendary raid bounties are if that legendary raid can only spawn in certain parts of the world. For example, in the past it has been used for the legendary beasts, and more recently the Lake Guardians. Level 10 cells are used to determine the location of a caught Pokemon. So if you ever caught a Pokemon and the location was incorrect, then the reason was that the majority of the cell you caught it in was most likely in that city and not the city you actually caught it in. Level 10 cells are also used to determine the weather in-game, which, if you didn't know, always updates at the top of the hour. Level 13 cells can only contain 1 EX raid eligible gym. While there are some more requirements for EX raid eligible gyms that I won't go over in depth in this video, I will talk about another requirement later on in the video. Level 14 cells are used to place gyms. Depending on the number of Pokestops inside a level 14 cell, more gyms will appear in-game. I'll have a graphic on screen right now that shows how many Pokestops you need to get more gyms. Keep in mind that sponsored Pokestops do not affect the total stops inside a level 14 cell. Level 15 cells are used to geoblock military zones from being plated. As said previously, this means that no Pokemon can spawn inside these cells, and gyms and Pokestops cannot exist inside these cells either. Level 16 cells are used to render the in-game environment. The game will render anything up to a 500 meter radius around your current location, and at the 500 meters, it'll render any level 16 cell that it sees touching the 500 meter radius. So you could be seeing Pokestops or gyms a little more than 500 meters away. Level 17 cells are arguably the most important, as they are the cells that determine if a Pokestop will appear in Pokemon Go. For those that do not know, other Niantic games like Ingress use the same points of interest, except instead of being called Pokestops or gyms, they are called portals. Ingress has no cap for how many of these portals can be in a specific area. Pokemon Go, on the other hand, has a cap of 1 Pokestop or gym per level 17 cell. Like I mentioned previously, sponsored Pokestops or gyms will not count towards a Pokestop on the game board for any technical things. Level 20 cells have 2 uses, the first one being that Pokemon will always spawn in the middle of them. Personally, I see this frequently as there is a place that I walk by almost every day, and there are 2 spots where Pokemon always spawn. I've seen people say that sometimes they will see one Pokemon and then when they switch accounts or they don't look at the map for a bit, they see that the Pokemon has switched to a new one. I think this is just caused by a new Pokemon generating because the old one despawned. The second use for level 20 cells is related to EX gyms. Another requirement for a gym to be EX raid eligible is it needs to be in a park. So if the center of the level 20 cell is considered a park, then any gym within that level 20 cell will be EX raid eligible, even if it's not in the park. Level 22 cells are just used to center Pokestops, so all Pokestops will be in the center of a level 22 cell. With that, those are all the current S2 cells that are known. If you know any other levels that are used, drop a comment down below with a link to some evidence, and I'll add it to the pinned comment along with giving you credit. Lastly, if you are still watching the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any other things you want to know about Pokemon Go, leave a comment down below and I just might make a video about it.